Hey there, my amazing pioneering spirits. Well, today I want to talk about the new cycles that we're entering into, the revelations, the releasing of the old, and the new resolutions. But before I start speaking a bit about this, I wanted to thank you, each and every one of you who has been sending me your photos, your beautiful faces, and heartfelt presence up until now, and all those of you who said you will continue to send them. Let me just remind you, I do want pure, authentic, organic photos of you, preferably really without any add-ons such as sunglasses, because I want your eyes to shine as they do, because our eyes are the mirror for our soul. Our soul shines through and speaks its silent language through the eyes. And no Photoshop additions, nothing like that, just pure, organic you sending out a message of divine love, unity, and community. And you have to write your name and country of residence as well, because I'll be using that on my webpage, and I hope I get to add these photos soon as I can, as soon as my beloved comes here to stay with me for good, because our webpage is a co-creation between the two, and these are the technical supports, the things that we need to implement, and I hope that next week the first bunch of photos will be online on my webpage, ascension-pioneers.org. And also, I would like to say that this is a continuous project. It is an ongoing project. It will be also added on the webpage, on the main home page, that all of you and all those who are new will be able to see what the project is about, and that photos and our community is going to continue to grow stronger, larger, and as it is, one big heart community. And I have to say also that today I went for a run. And of course, the new energies are so intense, they're building up, and they're intense, but also in flow. It was the most easy run I ever had, although it was pretty hot. It was amazing because it seemed so easy, like I have no physical body limitations. And I observed, I looked around me, and it looks like everyone was wearing pink t-shirts everywhere. And I'm thinking, you see, that's a confirmation from Spirit. And not just that, that I'm on the right path, because of course we're all guided by Spirit continuously, whether we're aware of it or not, but we are. And these changes we're implementing in our lives, they are of the divine guidance within us. But also it's a confirmation that even others who might not be aware are feeling these new anchored and amplified rays of divine love being integrated on the planet right now. So let me say a bit more about what is happening. I feel a lot of releasing has been going on lately. Today, I will finally publish my blog, which I haven't been doing for more than 2 weeks probably, because I had a lot of physical challenges, initiations I had to go through myself on this journey, and a lot of devotion needed to be really, the energy had to be there for a while. And because I post so much and I do so much, I couldn't find the time to really edit the blog, as I'm such a perfectionist as a Virgo, as my sun sign, which also is a great thing because I have a lot of good organizational skills, which I will need right now, to communicate with all of you who keep sending me your photos, which is, again, I have to mention this as well, such a blessing to finally see your faces, because all the time I'm speaking to all of you, I'm feeling your presence, I feel you, I feel your energy, but I can't, see, so it's so nice to put faces to your energy, and I can feel all of your divine missions as well. I can feel your radiant presence, and it's so amazing. I get to see, I'm connected to this person. I didn't know that. This beautiful soul watches my videos and this and that. It feels amazing. And I'm just so honored to be doing that. I'm honored to be this conduit, to be this anchor point that, we can communicate through that community. It feels divine. It feels I can finally, of course, it takes a lot of work to reply individually to each and every one of you who's sending me your things, but I will. I promise that, because it's my nature. It's what I do. I like to put energy, connection outwards to everyone, to every soul who makes a contact with me. Sometimes it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time and devotion, but it's who I am. And I feel and I believe strongly that when we do that, we intersect, we interlock even more, so our energies and connections, they amplify, they grow even stronger. And that's what we're doing through this project. It's not just about a few photos in pink. It really is about our divine connection and community, okay? So lately, not just this, this is another confirmation from Spirit that people are coming together. Real vibrations are aligning, not just through us on Earth. Everything is kind of like realigning, like pieces of the puzzle are coming at its rightful place. And I feel a lot of these, because of this releasing that was very strong of the old. You know, I mentioned this U, like letter U, that we entered the lowest bottom with the solstice, and now we're like climbing back up, but a new improved us. For instance, like these energies that were so amplified this week. I say this a lot of times in my videos, but for all those of you who are new, because a lot of new people tune into my videos every week, I have to repeat this, how we grow through these universal cycles and through these, you know, when energies anchor on the planet continuously, they deepen every single time, you know, and we are ready to activate more light through every cycle. Usually they're weekly, sometimes they're daily cycles, they keep amplifying. And whenever these new energies come out, first, you know, this period is of amazing upliftment. We just feel like we want to create all the time. We get new ideas and divine guidance, and there's so much coming through. We feel like in flow. For instance, for me, it was last time, this was on Monday, I guess, that the energies were the most intense. I was looking at myself, you know, when you look at a certain part of your body, and it looked like all was light. Your perception, your eyesight changes, and you see yourself as a light body, and wow, you feel this amazing energy. You feel so light as well. Like I said today, when I was running, I felt amazingly light. So these things happen, and you feel so uplifted, so energized, and then maybe 2 days later or a day later, it depends, you know, because we are each riding this wave individually, therefore also collectively, but our individual process varies, you know, as to how we are willing to integrate these energies, how our natural pace of this is, because we keep dealing with this pace on our own. We choose it. So for me, it was like, all hyper excited, amazing ideas. Like one of this is the Pink Project. And then after it, you don't feel tired, you know, you feel like you can go on and on with this energy burst. But then you just fall, because like I say, the body needs to follow the spirit. All these energetic alignments are happening in spirit first. Everything flows through us to our spirit body, and then it needs to anchor through our physical bodies. Because most people who are not as aware and they don't have their channels open, when we're being like Earth is being hit and bombarded with these solar flares, what's happening is they don't really anchor them through their light body. We need to anchor them, all the energetic changes, through our light body first, so in our spirit body. But most people who have this connection closed, who are asleep, it really goes straight to their physical body. It affects their physical body. That's where it's so hard for some of the people, because it triggers maybe illness and things like that. Maybe triggers a lot of weird behavior. Sometimes, you know, there are these videos being posted on YouTube now with strange behaviors happening all over the world. People are going mad, literally, or emotionally unstable, things like that. So pioneers, we're building our light body, we're building our spirit form, we're growing strong in spirit, also through these trials, tribulations, like I call them, initiations of spirit. And while our spirit grows stronger, you know, our body follows, and it keeps integrating more of that light. And when I talk to people all over the world, they feel the same. They say, wow, I need to ground that. Because as this happens, when you feel uplifted and so energized, you will sooner or later, when it flows to your body, it goes lower and lower in order for it to grow into all of your bodies, into activating in all of your bodies, because you don't have just one body, you have several. And then really, you need to ground that. You need to ground that newness. You need to ground that new light. It happens in cycles. This is a continuous process. None of us has the answer when this is, you know, going to be over, because it's not over. It's not a linear thing. It's happening. It's a spiral. So all we have to do is embrace this, embrace our journey, and enjoy it. You know, the more you complain, it's so hard, it's so difficult, you know, you chose this. So it's time to really let go of that victim approach and really start thinking, and you have chosen everything, and everything serves a purpose. And also, we are, like I said in my previous video about unity, and community, we're embracing all parts of ourselves. We're collecting all the parts of ourselves. And while we do that, so much releasing comes through that. And while we release, we also have these resolutions. For me, for instance, I had this old friend resurfacing back in my life again. It's like this tense energy that was maybe there before. Due to that acceptance and allowance, the relationship was able to come into a new state of being. You have to trust that when you really let go, when you decide for yourself to stay strong in your energy, when it is time, if it is divinely guided and meant so, it will come back, but in a new form, not in the old ways anymore. So maybe some old relationships, renewal of some really good relationships that meant a lot to you might happen in these revelations time, in these resolutions time. Sometimes maybe even the ideas you might have had previously, but now they're coming, but again in a new light. This is happening. It's a new cycle. Things are really being presented to us as they are. Because during these retrograde periods, when the Venus was retrograde and went back again on the 27th, I think this was yesterday, and it feels now like we can see so much more clearly, with our eyes more open, you know, with these ideas that might have been present there, but more expanded. We feel more like we see these things from the high of the mountain top, you know, not just below the valley when you can really see everything. And your sight is becoming more clear. Also, because of that grounding process we need to balance ourselves, to ground this new light, we need a lot of nurture, a lot of rest. For me, I can't really sleep a lot these days. I don't know why. I think it's because the energies are so intense, because so much is happening within me, so many ideas, and I can really not shift so easily into just thinking, okay, I'll go to bed, stop, you know. It's so hard for me. It's a continuous like I'm plugged in source all the time, so it's kind of hard to fall asleep, or I wake up very early in the morning. I was used to sleeping for 8 hours, now I don't, and it feels like you know, but I'm releasing the attachment, the idea of how many hours I need to sleep. I allow myself to really go through as much sleep and the process that it's naturally unfolding within my body template. But, you know, because of that, sometimes I get tired during the day and I need a lot of rest and nurture. And also, the summer holidays coming, my beloved is coming, and we all need during this time is meant for us to enjoy a bit as well. And as I said, self-nurture, self-rest, self-care, this is crucial right now. So I'm not going to be online all this summer. We're going to take probably vacations as well. And while I will not be online, I will always keep you posted. And whenever I am at home, we will be working as much as we can on these new projects. And I'm really looking forward to so much of the new, to so many new co-creations. And I feel like I said before, I feel your beautiful missions as well. Each and every photo I get is a unique divine connection. I feel your soul, I really do. So show me your eyes. Don't be shy. It is really about us showing ourselves who we are, being authentic, standing in our power, embracing the newness, embracing these new cycles that keep coming, and understanding how these cycles are working within our spirit, how our spirit is working within the cycles, I preferably to say. When we understand, we can shift more easily, and it's much more faster, and it's much more as a straight line. You don't go astray so much. So you literally go with least effort through these changes. I'm wishing everyone a great beginning of the summer, although the summer already began on the solstice, I think. But again, like I said, a lot of nurture is needed right now because a lot of new things are coming in our lives. So we need to ground that constantly, because when we strengthen our base chakra, we really are getting ready for the physical situations in our life to improve. And that's really important. So the base chakra is not to be negated. It's to be, like I said, first, you know, reaching and transcending the lower states of being, and then moving that I am presence again, that light of your being through your body, and then grounding it again, but in a new form. So that's not the lower manifestation of the base chakra, which is, you know, the attachments of the survival and necessity and material goods. It's you building the life that is for your highest good and for the community within the union of all. And that's why we all need to strengthen our base chakra as well. So enjoy your beautiful journeys of the spirit, and I'll talk to you really soon, okay? Take care. Bye.